Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Anne Marie, the Art of Healing. I'm at my neighbor's house. She is allowing me to hang out here. Isn't it lovely? Just take that in for a minute. Let's breathe in. How gorgeous is that? So, this is day 2 of our open house. It is Sunday, the 24th. So, it's the 24th of July. I took my mom. I have a couple stories for you. Oops, sorry. I have a couple stories for you. I took my mother to church this morning to a different parish than we normally go to. And the last time I went to this parish, I kind of got an attachment. It's an older church, and it's a kind of a creepy one. And yeah, literally the last time I took my mom there, something attached to me. It has a graveyard next to it, and it was very it was concerning. It was very concerning to me. And so we chose to go there because of the time. Isn't it nice? Thank you. Thank you. So we chose to go there because of the time. It was earlier in the day, and then we had to go and get breakfast, and then we had to prepare the house for the open house. And it was just more convenient. So this morning when I was getting ready, it crossed my mind, oh my gosh, I'm going into that place again where I had literally gotten attachment from. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to fall into fear. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go. So we get there, and I approach the side door, and I just get gripped by this energy. And so I called down Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron, and I said, Metatron, create around me a barrier. And I envisioned kind of like this dome, this pointed dome, almost like a bullet shape, just encase and surround me. And I literally had to grab my bearings, and I waited at the threshold of this church. And then when I felt suited up enough, I walked inside. And I took her in and we were in the front row, and I sat down at the very corner seat at the very front row of this church. And I sat down, and immediately Spirit was just... Immediately, I knew that this was a dark place. It was a dark structure. So I began to channel, and I began to draw down light energy. And the first thing that happened to me is I brought in, not consciously, but the dragon energy came in very, very strong. I did this kind of thing, which I know is the dragon energy coming in. And then I saw them, boom, this big dragon went on one corner, the front left corner, then another dragon energy just boom, went up on the front right corner, and 2 huge archangels, the back 2 corners. So these winged creatures, right? These winged beings, and they surrounded the 4 corners of this structure. And I was just calling down all the archangels, calling down all beings of light. And I did what I do on these calls, the ear prayer warrior calls. I call down the love. I surround all beings with love. And then I offered them transmutation. And I said, okay, for those souls who wish to invert, to go from dark to light, I offer you that opportunity now. And I felt energies come up, I felt them, and I called down the angels and I said, okay, angels, escort these souls up to where they need to go. Then there were the ones that didn't want to leave. And so then I called down the archangels again and I said, okay, it is now time to remove these individuals and send them back to source for recycling. And my gut clenched, and I felt it, and I felt it, and then I felt it, and I felt the release. I felt the joy from these energies. I started to cry. And this happened within a span of 5 minutes. And it was extraordinary. And I was actually able to get through the whole mass with peace in my heart. And it was quite the experience. I had never quite felt that before, but I wanted to share it with you because this is what needs to happen on the planet right now. We need to be bold and strong and not back down, because the light will win. If given the opportunity, the light will win. So I wanted to share that with you. I also wanted to share that we got our first offer last night at 9 o'clock. A beautiful couple was there with 2 young boys, and they fell in love with the house. They traveled far and wide to get to us. Anyway, let's see what happens. I love you all, but I wanted to share this story with you today. Be well and be blessed, and I love you. Bye.